How's it going, everybody? Josh with Dicus Enterprises here today. We're going to be looking at another Harbor Freight review. This time, it's going to be the U.S. General 30-inch 4-drawer tool cart. Let's go take a look at it. And here we have it, folks. Harbor Freight's U.S. General brand 30-inch 4-drawer tech cart, or as most of us like to call them, tool carts. There's your SKU numbers, depending upon what color. For the blue, it's 56391. I do not know what any of the other colors' SKU numbers are. So, to talk a little bit about my overall review of this, what I think of it, I broke it down into 3 sections. First one being quality. The quality of the build, the quality of how it came to me, things like that. So, when we got it home and unboxed it, first thing that we happen to notice, right over here, I got a sheared off rivet. On the back side of that, I got a little bend in that tab. This front corner here you can see has a wave in it. It was actually bent. This here was bent pretty far in to where it was on the inside of the slip when you try to close it. It's supposed to be on the outside, so we had to bend that back out. Apart from that, though, I don't have any complaints. I have no dents, scratches, or dings in any part of the toolbox whatsoever from it being handled and shipped. All of my drawers work well. My key fits nice and tight. All of my drawers have good tension on them for being brand new. You gotta use just a little bit of finger oomph to open it. Nice deep drawers. You push down on them, they do not flex. They're not paper thin or anything like that. Good quality. The strut supports are nice. When you open this up, they actually auto lift it up. It's quite convenient. My lock bars on the back, that's what these here are for. They push down, run bars down the back of your drawers. That way your drawers can open up. Both of those work just fine. Nothing was missing from the box. All my nuts, bolts, everything I absolutely needed to assemble this was in there as advertised, which is a nice change of pace. Lock quality, it works very well. It's nice. Came with, I believe, 4 keys, which is super cool because usually it's only 2. Push it in a little bit, turn it, works just fine. Doesn't feel flimsy, anything of that nature. So overall quality, I'm going to give it 4 stars. Empty, this thing weighs just over, I believe, sorry about that, just over 100 pounds. It's like 102, 103 pounds empty. So it can be a little cumbersome if your shop doesn't have a ramp and you're trying to work outside of your home garage or home shop. It's definitely going to be a little heavy with tools and everything in it. However, all that, empty weight is there for a reason. It's build quality, something that Harbor Freight has been improving upon. You can push down on the top, it doesn't wiggle. If I close this top, push down on it, it does not dent or bend in. So, they've definitely stepped their game up on the overall quality, especially compared to the old basic gray tool carts that you could get from them. Good quality handle. Doesn't really flex, wiggle, or anything. Overall, quality-wise, I am very impressed with this tool cart so far. But we'll see how it does as far as longevity is concerned. If you have one of these, do me a favor. Drop a comment below. Let me know how long you've had it. Have you had any issues with it? And if so, what are they? Are they normal things like you've had this box for several years now and your shocks are starting to go out on you? You can buy replacements. That's not too big of a deal, but let me know. Do you have issues with your rollers, with your wheels? What do you think? Is it amazing? No problems at all? Drop a comment below. Give me your opinions on it. Next section is going to be price. So, this unit here typically retails, at least at my Harbor Freight, for $219.99 before taxes. This was actually a gift to me. My beautiful, amazing, loving girlfriend decided she was going to buy me a tool cart because she knows I get aggravated pretty quickly having to run in and out of the shop constantly when I'm working on something because I need this tool, that tool, yada, yada, yada. And I've been talking about getting a tool cart for a while, and I just haven't done it. So we were at Harbor Freight. I was picking up a few other odds and ends, and she surprised me. So thank you, baby. Appreciate that. However, we got it on sale. The sale price was $159.99 for this unit in store. In my opinion, that is a phenomenal deal. I'm giving price 5 stars on that. Even the normal price of $219.99 is not bad for what you're getting here, in my opinion, especially when you compare it to something along the lines of a Matco, because I'm a Matco guy. That's where a lot of my tools are. Matco tool cart for something just a little bit bigger than this. I believe theirs is a 35-inch, not a 30-inch 4-drawer tech cart, and I believe theirs, when I looked it up online yesterday, it was, I believe, $1,219 or $1,119. And I could be wrong, but that was, you know, just right around the area that you're spending. Massive, massive price difference. Now, obviously, I understand if you are a career tech or something like that, you might want a Matco box. For me, I'm perfectly happy with a U.S. General. I do a fair amount of automotive work for my company, you know, and I'm by hobby a gearhead, so I got a lot of personal projects. I have no problems with something like this, especially when the build quality is as good as it is for the price point that you're getting it for. And then my last section is going to be user friendliness. This kind of goes with a couple of different odds and ends. My first one being, when you're building this, it's going to be easier if you have someone to help you. Can you put this unit together by yourself? Yes, you can. I'd say probably about 90% of it myself. I did have my girlfriend hold the bottom of the cart still while I dropped the top portion down into it. If I would have cleaned off my layout table and my welding table, I could have just laid it up there and done it up there by myself. But that was just a lot easier at the time. Trying to get everything lined up when you set it down definitely helps to have a little bit of assistance. If you don't have a hand truck, getting this thing moved out of your truck, out of your vehicle, could be a little cumbersome. It's a tick over 100 pounds. They do suggest you do a team lift. I muscled this one inside of my shop by myself. It's a little bit of a pain, but not too big of a deal. The weight's not so much the problem as much as the cumbersome size of the box. It's a little awkward to try to pick up yourself and get a good grip on. So it can be a little tricky, but overall it's not that bad. I'm okay with the weight just due to the fact that the weight is from nice sturdy drawers, nice sturdy construction. I'm alright with that. No problems there. Next part of user friendliness for me is going to be all the add-ons you can get for these carts. The toolboxes and the carts in general, Harbor Freight and U.S. General have a lot of really awesome, in my opinion, different things you can add onto these boxes. They have a worktop table that can come over on this side, which I'm probably going to get. They also have power cords and packs for these with USB chargers built into them, along with your 120-volt plugs, which I'm probably going to get for this unit also. They have magnetic cup holders, which I have one for my truck. It not only works as a cup holder, FYI, it also works as a small fire extinguisher holder. I pop that right onto the side of my truck while I'm out doing any type of a hot work job. That way I got one close and nearby. I'm probably going to pick a few more of those up. I personally have a paper towel holder for my large toolbox from them. And there are a lot more stuff that they make, an all-color match to your actual toolbox. Things like U.S. General's socket trays you can get in matching colors to these units as well. So it's pretty nifty, especially if you're that type of person who likes everything in one color and likes all the additional add-ons. I'm a big fan of the drawer layout and sizes. So you got a nice big top open one. You got some screwdriver or other round tool holders I've used these for extensions, I've used these for pry bars, I've used them for ratchets, all kinds of stuff. You have your two small half drawers that are relatively shallow. You have your middle medium drawer, and then your bottom large drawer. The nice thing about this bottom large drawer here is the fact that it will fit a US General brand socket tray in a 1/2-inch drive, which is nice. You got plenty of clearance room. That way you can still close it up and carry around a full-size set of sockets. You have your bottom tray down here, just a standard cart area. Overall, good storage for the size of it. I like the way they make use of it. I like the split tops with the two larger below it. So, pretty nice layout, useful, easy to organize. Overall, like I said, it's a good size. It's not too wide, it's not too heavy, it's not too long. It's easy for me to maneuver around a vehicle, around a driveway, inside of the shop, things of that nature. So I'm happy with it. As far as the height goes when you close it, for me, and don't mind my messy workbench, I'm going through toolboxes, but for me, this is right at perfect leaning level when when this tool cart's closed. Now I'm like 5'8", but you know, it might not be too good for someone who's 6'2", 6'5", but I don't have that problem, so deal with that how you have to. It's a little bit heavy to move around, like I said, by yourself if you're taking it in and out of a shop. If your shop does not have a ramp or a some way to easily roll your cart out, it could be a little bit of a hassle if you have steps. Mine's currently a little bit raised off the ground, so I'm going to be getting ramps. Just that way I don't have to worry about banging this thing and dragging it. I like the fact that this one has wheel locks. It's got 2 spinning casters, 2 straight casters. Makes wheeling it around, locking it in place nice and easy. So overall, for user friendliness, I'm going to give this a 5-star. Alright, to wrap things up on this, overall, I'm going to give this a Harbor Freight 5 out of 5 stars. The quality is good, it's heavy duty. Granted, I did have a little bit of damage in shipping when I got it. Things are going to happen. That's not necessarily US General's fault. That's not necessarily Harbor Freight's fault. Kind of take things as they come every now and then. So overall, I'm happy with it. Price is well worth it, especially compared to some of the more big name units, such as Matco, which is $1,000 more than what this is. Even though there's still going to be guys out there who, poke fun at you for having a US General tool cart. At the end of the day, what makes their Matco worth, $1,000, $1,100 more, other than the name? Is it better than the US General cart? Yeah. Is it $1,100 more better than the US General cart? No, at least not in my opinion. So overall, I definitely recommend it, especially if you can get it on sale. It's a very, very good buy. It's something that I would personally buy again, and we're going to see how it does to the test of time. As usual, if you all have watched this video, enjoyed this video, leave me a like, subscribe. We're going to have a lot more content coming soon, both reviews, automotive projects, welding projects, how-to, things of that nature. If you have one of these carts, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of it. How long have you had it? How well is it held up? What issues have you had with it, if any issues? What's your favorite color on the line? Drop a comment below. Let me know. As always, like, share, subscribe, and until next time, have a good one, everybody.